Hey lovelies, let's make some delicious pot of bitter leaf soup, also known as OFE ONUGBU. Are you excited? Because I am. Of course I know you are. So let's dive right into it. Forget the name bitter leaf soup. This soup has nothing to do with bitter. It has nothing to do with being bitter, so long as you wash your bitter leaf very well. And this one I washed it myself, so I'm very sure it's not going to be bitter. It doesn't have to be bitter. Okay, so for my ingredients, I'll be using goat meat. You can use any meat of your choice, but make sure you do not use chicken or turkey, because this is a native soup and most people do not use chicken or turkey. It's either you use goat meat, you use beef, or you use fish. But if you still want to use chicken, it's up to you. The choice is yours. I'll be using goat meat. I'll be using palm fruits, AKWU. You can use palm oil, but I just chose to use palm fruits. I have my crayfish, I have my bitter leaf, I have my dried fish. I have the major ingredients of this soup, which is the OGIRI, fermented locust beans. Okay, you cannot do without OGIRI in this soup. It's the major ingredient in this soup. I have my crayfish, my pepper, and other stuffs. So I'll be going ahead to boil my meat. I'll be adding my seasoning cube. I'll add my pepper, salt, and onions. I almost forgot to add my onions, so I added it behind the camera. Then I almost forgot the other ingredient, which is COCOYAM. It's not the ede that we eat or fry. This one is specifically made for cooking soup. So I'll be using COCOYAM as my thickener for this soup. So when I was done adding my ingredients in the meat, I would go ahead and give it a good stir. Then I'll cover it and allow it to cook. Then I'll go ahead and check on my COCOYAM and my ede, because I already put them on fire. Okay, so I checked on my COCOYAM and palm fruits and they were ready. You know when it's ready when it becomes very soft. So as you can see, I was using a fork to check if they were ready and it was very soft. So I'll go ahead and pound my COCOYAM, and then I'll also pound my palm fruits. You can choose to squeeze it, but pounding it will make it easier for you. Then I'll show you guys the finished product. You can choose to add oil when pounding your COCOYAM. It's not really necessary. I just chose to do it. So when I was done with that, I went back to my meat and I added the fish, added the oil that I got from the palm fruits, added my COCOYAM, and then gave it a good stir and covered it up and allowed to cook for a while before I come back to add my dried fish. The reason I haven't added it yet is because it's very soft and I just don't want it to scatter in the soup, so that's why I haven't added it. So this is me showing you guys my OGIRI after unwrapping it. This is what it looks like. So I'll go ahead and dissolve it with water. This is my fish. I already washed and deboned my fish. So this is what the OGIRI looks like after dissolving it with water. Then I'll go ahead and add my OGIRI. I'll add my OGIRI, my ONUGBU, and my fish. If you notice, I didn't stir it when I added my ONUGBU. That's because I don't want the soup to be bitter. But then I'm very sure I washed this bitter leaf myself, so it's not going to be bitter. It doesn't really matter whether you stir it immediately you finish adding your bitter leaf. As long as you're sure you washed it very well, very well, it doesn't matter whether you stir it or you don't stir it. As long as you washed it well, it's not going to be bitter. Okay, so after adding my bitter leaf, I gave it a good stir and covered and allowed it to cook. After a few minutes, our bitter leaf soup is ready. So you can go ahead and add extra water depending on the consistency you want. For me, it's okay, so I would go ahead and turn off my cooker and serve. You can serve this soup with any food of your choice, but this particular soup goes very well with fufu. AKWU, yes, it goes very well with fufu, but you can serve with any food of your choice. Thank you guys for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and let me know what you guys want me to prepare in my next video. My name is Ngozika and this is my cooking style, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.